What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new Pips vlog. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm gonna explain you what is the best kitesurf gear to buy in 2023. Before we start the video, I wanted to ask for your help because I got nominated for the best female kitesurfer of the year 2022 and the best vlogger of the year. I'm super happy with this nomination and I need your help to vote. I started last year pretty tough. I partially torn my ACL. Then I recovered within 3 months, back in competition. Got first place in my first competition on the comeback, which was pretty awesome. Then 1 month later I had a second competition. And in the finals, I had a really bad crash again and I fully torn my ACL. I still got third place, where I was happy about, but unfortunately I got a pretty heavy injury where I needed surgery on my knee. So I did the surgery and that's now 8 months ago. So I'm still recovering for my knee injury to get back as strong as possible. It's going really well and I can almost go in the water again. But it would mean a lot to me if I could win one of these awards. So, if you can vote for me, I would put the link here down in the description. And yeah, that would be super awesome. So, if you voted for me, you can continue watching this video because I'm gonna explain you what is the best kitesurf gear to buy in 2023 part 2. Let's go! This is a question from Avert Club. How to decide when to replace your lines? I think this is a very important question regarding safety, because when it's stormy you don't want your line to snap mid-air. So what I do mostly is also every time before competition or when it is storming, I roll out my lines on the beach. I literally watch down and check if there is, in the size of the line is normally like this. Maybe it's something at one point it's smaller or not. The hairs on the line are coming out a little bit. And that are points for me to say, okay, I'm gonna change this line, and don't buy a whole new bar because that's not necessary. Just make sure, because it can be that your kite is flying one way. The line that is used more is longer than the line that is brand new, which is a bit shorter. So what you can do to stretch your line is that let somebody hold your bar and you stand at the very end when you attach your new line. And really stretch it out, like hang on it all the way and compare it with the other line as well. This is a bit time consuming, but I think it's really worth to do it. Quick question from my side in between. If you like this video and if you want me to do it more, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe, because it really keeps me going and I will make plenty of more videos for you. What board size do you use? For freestyle I use, let me check. I haven't been freestyling for so long. For freestyle I use the Team Series SLS 136 with boots. Why do I use boots? It feels more stable on my feet while doing handle passes. I'm not scared that one foot goes out or whatever. For big air I use the Jamie SLS 133. I use a smaller board for big air than freestyle because mostly I'm riding in very strong wind and I get pulled over my board way faster with a bigger board. And with small board I can just turn quickly and I can edge way harder so I can jump higher. When you do the board off, I like it when it's super light. Wow, this is a nice question. Somebody just wrote duotone. Cool question. What is your question? Yes, buy duotone. I got several questions about this. Where do you need to be aware of when you buy a second-hand kite and bar? Don't send it to your home. Always go to the person, check the kite, pump the kite if it's leaking air somewhere or there are cracks in the kite. Feel the material. If the material feels very old and fluffy, I wouldn't recommend buying it, because then you can use it for maybe a really short time and then after half a year you already say, okay, I want a new kite because mine is too old now. If it feels crunchy, it's a really good sign it's new and you can use it for a long time. With the lines, really check the lines if there are no knots in it or if the safety still works. What is your optimal cold weather neoprene gear? I'm gonna be kiting very soon, I hope, but it's still super cold in Holland. I use the Psycho wetsuit from O'Neill, which is glued from the outside of the stitches and inside. There's literally no water coming in or out, which is I'm always cold in the Netherlands when I'm kiting. But with this wetsuit, it's the first one where I literally stay warm the whole session, even if I'm kiting for 3 hours. If I'm not doing too much and just free riding, I like the gloves that are going like this and not have all the fingers, because I don't know, if your hands are like this together, it's warmer than having these fingers. But if you want to do loops or freestyle, yeah, it's a bit shit if you have gloves that are fixed like this, or some gloves are like this as well. It's also nice. I'm using a cap definitely, because it's otherwise I get brain freeze the whole session. And I use shoes as well. But if I'm on boots, I use socks. These are like 2mm or something, 1 or 2. I hope I answered all of your questions, and thanks to everyone for sending these in. You can ask your question, so maybe your question will be answered in the next vlog.